I got tunnel vision. There's a bunch of ways I'm gonna get it. It's my way or the highway if you don't stay about our fucking business. These niggas don't even get it. We having our Passover no matter if they fucking with it. The graveyard ain't never full, watch me flush them out. Quitting wasn't never cool, fuck they talking about. If you can't suffer with your brothers, we can't stall them out. Just hang their cover in the school if they dropping out. Fuck. If they ain't here, we don't care, we don't love them. If there was never one rush, you can't trust them. They get the guts to go against you, better trust. It's like one of my men is bitch in the discussion. Niggas capping when they rapping, really lit as shit. They be acting, I ain't laughing, I be sick of it. When I grab a
Yeah. UPK shit, man, One West. Hey. I'm a UPK nigga, I'm stuck in my ways. That's on them, letting cowards fill up they ranks. Goddamn, lost tribes got them following waves. Loyalty a lifestyle, nigga, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm a saint, no New Orleans, it's going up. Next spot, we at the B&B. I'm turned up, I'll pull up in the SRT. Burning rubber, hey, UPK shit. Look, met her at the club, told her pull up to the lobby. She know I'm in the coat, we're all black, no Illuminati. This my other half shit, I can't move without it. These my motherfucking brothers, yeah, what I'm gonna do without them, yeah. If it's beef, I can't wait to sink my teeth in. Niggas going overboard, they off the deep end. Why you tripping off that hoe? That's some weak shit. Told him put me in the game cause I love defense. Yeah, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Yeah, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, I ain't gotta settle, I got options, ma. No, I stand on business, my name not Tazar. I'll pop you with this pocket rock. Feed a nigga shells like a taco truck. Hey, this bitch got sound effects, it go I ain't trippin' on no drink, got bottles in the room. I'm in Durham, North Carolina, bitch, it's 12 a.m. Look at them, they ain't none of us and we ain't them. I told him put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, she say she find me interesting. Want me to call, yeah. UPK shit, man, you already know what it is. It's the 55th annual Passover, man, turn up. We gon' do this shit the UPK way, not the other way. You hear me? Yeah.
ways I'm gonna get it. It's my way or the highway if you don't stay about our fucking business. These niggas don't even get it. We having our Passover no matter if they fucking with it. The graveyard ain't never full, we flush them out. Quitting wasn't never cool, fuck they talking about. If you can't suffer with your brothers, we can't stall them out. Just hang their cover in the school if they drop it out, fuck them. If they ain't here, we don't care, we don't love them. If there was never one rush, you can't trust them. They get the guts to go and get you, better crush them. It's like when I'm in this bitch in the discussion. Niggas capping when they rapping, really lit it. They be acting, I ain't laughing, I be sick of it. When I grab a pen, the rubber grip. I'm holding fire just like Captain at the 55th. Damn. Road, I be I ain't bragging about the road, I be touching. Heard the chat about the bros and assumptions. Seen them hoes, you be crushing. You's a bold motherfucker. If they ain't here, we don't love them. If there was never one rush, you can't trust them. They get the guts to go against you, better crush them. I'm not here for all that fussing.
Can't trust them. My shield busted, let it swing, never tuck it. Take it back only cause my shit is buckets. I leveled up, blow the trumpets, you a sucker. Keep dreaming all that pillow talking, you do undercover. My brother, same year, same cover. Can't take the heat and get the fuck about the oven. And before I ever burn the bridge, I'ma burn rubber and lead a scene. Smokey during rush hour, Chris Tucker. I used to torch from everything, but I was younger. Fan pack still blazing all summer, nigga fuck. No cowards, trooper mood, all black, same hunger. They surprised how I got it inside. Straight butter, nigga.
So when a brother or sister comes in here and then you leave here, you're not with me. We don't have anything else in common. There's no reason for me to be joined with you anymore.
If they ain't here, we don't love them. If there was never one rush, you can't. They get the guts to go against you, better crush them. I'm not here for all that fuss and use a hoe in the discussion.
Okay. Homie, I've been...
There's a king that's coming back to save our people. Now, we should be preparing ourselves for the return of our king, not stuck up in these denominations and religions that's destroying our people and destroying our nation.
So when we are in this kingdom and a brother or sister is doing wickedly in this kingdom, we must tell them, look, the world is expecting you to stay docile, to stay stupid.
That's what Christianity teaches our people. Teaches our people to hate one another and love the oppressor. Like, we'll never forgive one another for anything that another brother or sister do to us, but we'll forgive the oppressor in a heartbeat. There's something wrong with that, man.
Imagine living your life as a whole Christian your whole life, and life's good because you're a Christian and Jesus is white and everything's going great, and there's a landslide and the earth opens up and you go downstairs and you walk through this place and you see a black Jesus, man. Why is Jesus Christ black with an afro in the catacombs, man? This predates the Renaissance period.
So when you read the book of Genesis, the trees in the garden with other nations, a leaf, what is a leaf to a tree? Cover the tree. So Adam took the covering of another nation. What's the covering of another nation? Their culture. So when the Most High saw him, say, yo, Adam, where are you, man? Where are you? Don't mean I can't find you. He means like, who is this nigga? But like, where are you, man? I don't know you.
Okay. So the Ba al Banya Yasha'ala wa Amarath al Ham wa Aidya Yahweh. The Ba means speak. Al, when it's joined with something, so al Banya means what? Unto, right? Excellent. So al, when it's joined with something, means unto. Banya means children. Yasha'ala is Israel. So unto the children of Israel.
Like, if it's one thing a hoe gonna do, a hoe gonna hold. But you ain't, she can't hold if there's nobody to hold with. And the thing she said at the end, where she said, I went back and I lied to him and he still wouldn't do it. And then she threw up her hands and she said, well, he'll just be a brother. That's what he need.
That's brothers.
Right. If we have more brothers, hoes like her wouldn't have no outlet.
There was a man in the land of Oz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright.
There you go, the man called Job. I think Job is what that afflicted. And that man was perfect and upright, meaning what? You can be perfect, man. Job was a man like everybody else, man. Job wasn't no angel, he didn't come from the heavens, and that man was perfect, meaning what? You can be perfect in the Bible. Being perfect is in the Bible.
Had friends on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, no Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain above 50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause them niggas getting fouled, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow.
And I'm screaming more fire, more fire. Give them more fire, more fire. I just gotta pray for more fire, more fire. I'm hoping he come with more fire, more fire.
Shalom Israel, Shalom Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatham to all the brothers. Yahweh Shema Allah Tham Bashem Yahushua to the sisters. We are the ISUPK, started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, on a combining journey Yohana. You know what I'm saying? We've been teaching the truth about the Bible since 1969. You know what I'm saying? Bringing the true identity of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? Giving you your true identity according to the Bible and teaching you how you should live. You should not live according to this world, according to your oppressor. You know what I'm saying? The so-called white man, the English, the Americans, the Spanish. You should not live according to their customs and things we've learned in their captivity. We have our own customs, our own culture, our own identity. You know what I'm saying? You're not black British. You're not even Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? You are a descendant of the true chosen people of God, the 12 tribes of the house of Israel. You know what I'm saying? We've been bringing that out since 1969, breathing life back into our people through these laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, tonight's class is the Lashawan Qadash class. This is where I teach you how to read, write, and speak biblical Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Shalom to everybody that's in the on the live already. I saw y'all checking in. All right, we got Nazamana, Shalom sis, Yahweh Shema Allah Tabashim Yahweh Shai. Most sign cried the sister state her registry also. Nazamana, Bath Yahawada, Bath Yasha'ala. Most sign Christ. We also got another sister, Shalom to the sister Meek, Yahweh Shema Allah Tabashim Yahweh Shai. Shai yourself in Pittsburgh. All right, we got sister Tower Bath, Shalom sis, Yahweh Shema Allah Tabashim Yahweh Shai. Shout out to yourself in Williamsburg, Virginia. All right, we got Kayala, Shalom Princess, Yahweh Shema Allah Tabashim Yahweh Shai, Most High Christ. We got Priest and Officer Barakia Allah in the cut, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Barakatah. All right, good to see you as always. Let's see who else we got. We got sister Howabadi UK, Shalom sis, Yahweh Shema Allah Tabashim Yahweh Shai. All right, what I'm going to go over in tonight's class is breaking down the verses in Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1 through to 3. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Let me get to the right spot where I want it. Bada bing, bada boom. Where are we at? Yeah, right here. Okay, let me see. I kind of want to share my full. Let's just do it this way for now. Hold on. Okay, let's share this tab right here. Okay, before we get into the class, we're of course going to go over the Hebrew alphabet. All right. Also, as brothers and sisters come into the class, make sure you state your registry. All right. To state your registry, you're going to put your name, whether it be, whatever your name is. If you're a young man and you don't have a Hebrew name, you can put Yalad, which is YALAD, which means young man. You know what I'm saying? If you're a sister, you'll just put your name. You know what I'm saying? You'll say Ban or Bath, meaning son or daughter. You'll say your tribe in the Hebrew, whether it be Yahawada, Banyamyan, Lawyer, Shamaiwan, Manashah, Napatal, whatever your tribe is in the Hebrew, you put your tribe. If you're not sure what it is in the Hebrew, let me know what it is in the English. If you're not sure what it is in the English, let me know your kind of background, right, where you come from, and I'll let you know what tribe is associated with that, that area. You know what I'm saying? For example, the tribe of Benjamin today is the so-called West Indians, right? So a lot of the countries in the Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? The so-called Haitians would be the tribe of Levi, so on and so forth. All right, then you'll put Ban or Bath again, and Yasha'Allah, which means Israel. All right, I see people staying in their registry, Mosiah Christ, the Tower of Bath, Bath Gad, Bath Yasha'Allah. So this is a daughter of Gad. All right, Mosiah Christ. We've got the sister Marisa as well. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shema, Thabah Shemi Al-Shai. All right, Mosiah Christ. We'll also go through the Hebrew alphabet. All right, so with the Hebrew, you're reading from right to left. So you're going to start over here on the right. And it goes ah, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, taza, kwa, ra, sha, and tha. Okay. Now, when you're saying the Hebrew letters, you want to make sure they have kind of a sharp sound. Right, you don't want to say ah, ba, ga, da. Though it's tempting to do so, I've done so in the past. The letters themselves have a sharper sound. Right, it'd be ah, ba, ga, da. Right, so when you're pronouncing words, Lashawan Qadash, you know what I'm saying, or Yahawashai, you're not saying Yahawashai, right? Because what that does when you have that ah sound, like I gave you the example, when you get to pa. Right, if you used to say that as pa, that sounds like P-A-H, pa, the word for mouth. Right, so you want to be careful of you know what I'm saying, with the letters, pronounce those real sharp. Right, taza, pa, I, sa, ya, ta. You know what I'm saying, so on and so forth. All right, so that's the Hebrew alphabet. Mosiah Christ. Marisa State Arrest. You also Marisa Bath Banyanyan Bath Yasha'Allah. Mosiah Christ. Also, if anybody wants to join these Hebrew classes live, all you have to do is contact the school or contact myself. Let us know the name of your name, the name of your zone, and the name of your camp leader, or the camp leader over that zone. All right, and we can look to get you in these classes. All right. If you're not sure who the camp leader over your zone is, that's the first thing you need to find out. You need to find out who is the camp leader over the area that you're in. You might be watching and you're not in the school. Find out who the camp leader is and contact that brother. You know what I'm saying? Get in the school, get in classes, and learn to save your life. You know what I'm saying? All right, without further ado, I'm going to get into the class. So what I'm going to do, I might, hold on, because I want to go through it. Like as we're reading it, we're going to translate it, you know, part by part. Okay, so what I actually want to do is drop my screen share. I'm gonna put it back up, sharing the whole screen. And whilst I do that, I'm gonna get this up on my phone so I can still see the comments. All right, let me share my full screen. All right, cool. When I do that, I hit this right here. Okay. Bada bang, bada boom. Drop this one. Okay, so you should be able to see my full screen. I'll still be loading. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we're going to read Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. Okay, chapter 14 and verse 1. All right, so we're going to start in chapter 14 and verse 1, the beginning. It's Kaya. All right, Kaya. Does anybody and you can type in the comments as we're going through. Does anybody know what the word Kaya means? All right, so Kaya. Let me know if y'all know what this means. Join? Okay, give me 1 second. Hold on, got no student just gonna join real quick. Let me hold on 1 moment. Let's do it this way. All right, so if anybody in the comments knows what the word Kaya means, just let me know. Okay, hold on. Man, I can't. All right, so y'all let me know. Listen, what's up? No, what's up? Instagram. All right, here we go. All right, cool. Mosiah Christ. I see Tower Bath got it. All right, the word Kaya means for, right? For or because is how we'd say it in modern English, right? For, Okay, Thawada says, I appreciate it. All right, so let's put that in here. So kaya means for. And caps lock it. Okay. Then you have ya rakam. All right, ya rakam. Okay, this ya right here is a preposition meaning he. Okay, and then the word rakam, if you go into it, I'm going to kind of break it down as we read through it. All right, so the word would be pronounced ya rakam. The word rakam, if you go into it, means to have mercy. Let me show what's the definition? Have mercy or compassion. Outline. Okay, to love, to have compassion. All right, so to be affectionate. All right, so the Most High, which is it says right here, Yahweh. That's who is completing the action, right, of having mercy or having compassion or having love for. Okay, so so this phrase Yarakam would be translated as he will have mercy, right? But in the same, like in the Hebrew, it's wayadabar to say, hold on, Ayala. Hey, shalom, Ayala. Yahweh Shema Allah Ta'ala Bashmi Awashai.
Yahweh Shema Allah Ta'ala Bashmi Awashai.
All right, shalom. How you doing? What?
Khan.
No sign Christ. All right. So what we're doing right now, we're going through Isaiah chapter 11 and verse, not 11, chapter 14 and verse, hold on 1 second. Let me clear my mic real quick.
Huh?
Let's put this here. Put it in my little thing. 1 second. Get another student in the stream, y'all. Stand by. All right. Hold on, I might have connect my thing. Let me stop sharing my screen for just a moment, and we'll get back to it in a moment. Audio. Make sure it's coming through the right thing. Microphone. All right, mic check 1 2. Can y'all still hear me? Doing a quick check. Y'all hear me or I put one W in the account, or you can hear me. No stop. Water. All right, let me share my screen back. Okay, share screen. Oh no, it's my full screen. Hold on. Share screen. Entire screen. Boom. Okay. All right, so with the water to talk about, I appreciate it. All right, Most High Christ. So as we're going through it, we have kaya, which means for. We have yarakam, all right, which means to have mercy. All right, so for and the ya translates as he, right? That would be the preposition for he. Okay, so this phrase yarakam would be he will have mercy. In fact, let me put the he in brackets because in this case we have who is having mercy, right? When it comes to verbs in the Hebrew, the verb comes before the noun. Meaning, if I was to say Ayala is jumping, I would say it as jumped, or jumping is Ayala. That's how you'd say it in Hebrew, right? Okay, let me get, hold on 1 second. All right, cool. All right, so he will have mercy. And then, of course, Yahweh, right? So who's having mercy? Yahweh is, okay? So Yahweh, or I put this as the Most High, all right? Most High. This text might be a little too big. Hold on, I'm trying to. I'll put the Lord. All right, the Lord. Okay. So far we have Kaya, Yarakam means Yahweh. It's like it. Kaya, Yarakam, Yahweh means for the Lord will have mercy. All right, or for Yahweh will have mercy. Okay. This next part right here, could you? Oh, hold on. What I need to do as well. As we going through the each word, right? I need to add the connectors in. So what I'm gonna do, Ayala, how would you use the connectors for the first word?
All right, so the first word here is kaya, right? You know what the connectors are?
Yeah. Con.
Okay. And what connectors would you put on here, and where would you put them?
I would put them with the ya.
The ya? Okay. So there's two connectors in here. There's the singular connector and the joining connector. We'll use that. All right. So which connectors am I using? Am I using the singular connector or the joining connector? For kaya.
The joining connector.
The joining connector. Okay. In this instance, so with the word kaya, both those letters are fully pronounced. Okay. Whenever you see letters that are fully pronounced, you need the singular connector. Okay. So what you're actually going to have on this word, you're going to have two singular connectors. Okay. So one under the ka. Let me zoom in to do this. All right. We'll do it part by part, right? One under the ka and one under the ya. Okay. And that means as you read this word, the singular connectors means you pronounce the letter fully that is below. Okay, so ka ya, right? Let me add. All right, shalom, Lord Christ. Okay. All right, so kaya, you're gonna have two singular connectors. Okay. For this next word, okay, this next word is pronounced ya rakam. Okay, ya rakam. Kaila, could you tell us what we're gonna do with the connectors on this word?
Ya would have its own a singular connector, its own connector.
Mm-hmm.
And Ra would also have a singular connector, okay. And then Ka and Ma would be together.
Most High Christ, that's correct. Okay, so Ya has a singular connector, Ra also has a singular connector, and then Ka and Ma would be joined together. Okay, and that would be how you pronounce Ya Rakam. Okay, so just use almost the connectors as syllables, right? So in the first word kaya, we have two syllables, kaya. In the second word, you have, or the second phrase, I should say, ya ra kam. How many syllables is that? Who can tell me? Go ahead, Yella.
Is it 3?
It's 3 syllables, correct, right? So in essence, you're gonna have 3 connectors on here. As Kayla said, you're gonna have ya separate, ra separate, and then the ka and the ma joined together to make kam, ya ra kam. That's the 3 syllables. All right, excellent. Okay, this next word, Yahweh, right? Yahweh. Ayala, how are we gonna connect this? What are we gonna use?
Which
for
one?
This third one right here, Yahweh, which is the Lord's name.
So you'll have single ones, and then you'll have for Hawa connected ones.
Okay, so on which letters are we having the single ones? So in Ya, Ha, okay, on Ya, we have a single on Ya. Okay. And what about the other letters? Salaki, it keeps clicking. Do we have any other singles?
Yeah, for Wa.
For Wa, okay.
And
okay, in this, go ahead.
And for Ha, it's connected.
Okay, so which okay, so in this instance with Yahweh, we have Ya fully, we have Ha fully. All right, so if you pronounce the full letter ha, this singular connector is going to go over here, right? And then you know the last part where it's wa, so Yahweh, that's the wa and the ha connected. So we're going to put a joining connector between the wa and the ha. Does that make sense?
Con.
Okay, so that makes Yahweh. Okay, that's on Christ. Good job. Okay, this next phrase. Okay, I'm gonna have. I'm gonna show you all the I guess this Hebrew. Kayala, can you tell me how we'd say this next phrase right here?
Ath-Yaquab?
Ath-Yaquab, correct. Okay, so Ath-Yaquab, which this ath is a word which doesn't have a definition, but it lets you know what the verb applies to. The verb, what's the verb in this word that we've had so far, in this sentence that we've had so far? You can tell me. A verb is a action, a doing word. So what action has been taken so far? You can tell me.
Having mercy.
Having mercy. Okay, having mercy is the verb, right? So who does this verb apply to, right? So the verb applies to Yaquab, which is Jacob's name in the Hebrew. Okay, so this would be translated, and I mean, let me just see how it's translated over here in the Blue Letter Bible. This will be translated as upon or to Jacob or for Jacob, right? Let me see. It says right here on Jacob, right? Ath Yaquab, the Lord is having mercy. Who that mercy applies to? It applies to Jacob. So the Most High is having mercy on Jacob. Okay, so on Jacob. And what are we doing with the connectors over here?
The I and the Tha are connected.
Mm-hmm.
The Ya is the Ya has a singular connector. So does the I, and Kwa and Ba are connected.
Okay. All right, so let me put the Kwa and the Ba. In this instance, with Yaquab, the Ya and the I are actually connected. Okay, so it's like it's pronounced Yaquab, right? So the Ya and the I make the Yai, and the Kwa and Ba make Quab. Matter of fact, let me go into the word, right? Yeah. It comes from Iquab. You know what? Actually, hold on. Iquab means what? To supplant. Okay, so the Ya, yeah, Slacky, you're actually correct. Iquab, right? I guess just the way you say it, it almost joined together, but they would actually be separate. Okay, so Slacky, Iquab. Okay, Iquab. Right, the Ya meaning he. Again, you know, Hebrew names always have a meaning, right? So Ya means he, Iquab means to supplant. So Yaquab or Iquab means he supplants. Okay, Most High in Christ. All right, next we have this next phrase right here. All right, so this next phrase right here is this part right here. Could you tell us how we'd read this?
Bakar.
Okay, so Bakar, right? That's this part right here. And what's this letter just before it?
Wa Bakar.
Wa, right? Perfect. So Wa Bakar. All right, Wa Bakar. Does anybody know what the word Bakar means? So Wa, I'm sure everybody knows means and. Does anybody know what Bakar means? Let's see if anybody in the comments knows it as well. Also, shalom to brother named Elder Charles. All right, shalom. Yahabashim Yahushua Barakatah. We got, who else we got? We got a sister named Kanai. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shemal, I thought about Shem Yahweh Shai. Out of Houston. Okay. The word bakar means to choose. Okay. So if I go into it, bakar right here means, I don't know why it's to choose, right? Or to decide or to elect for a certain purpose. All right. Bakar. Okay. So, and so in the context of what we're talking about, the Most High is having mercy on Jacob and will choose. And then this next part, hold on. I think what I'm gonna do, I probably should have did this before, because the connectors. We'll go through the first verse doing the connectors, and then for time's sake, I'll probably just go through it as we're doing it. So how are we gonna make this word, right? Wa bakar. Ariella, do you know where the connectors would go and which ones we're using? So wa bakar.
Would ba and car be joined up?
So you're saying ba and ka?
Con.
Not quite. Close though. All right, so the word would be wa bakar. So the ka is joined with something, but it's not the ba.
I'm not
so
sure.
Wa, no problem. Okay, so wa bakar. In this case, the ka is going to join with the ra, right? And that makes car, right? The ka and the ra join together, and that's going to make car, okay? And then the first two, so wa and ba, I'm going to just copy these two over, are going to be separate, okay? So wa and ba, you pronounce those full letters, all right? So wa bakar, okay? No sign Christ. All right, this next word over to Kyla.
Iwad.
Iwad. All right, perfect. So Iwad. Okay, this is a word which means yet. Okay, so yet. All right, if I go into it right here, you can see on the right side. Iwad, adverb, biblical usage, still or yet. Right now, he will have mercy on Jacob and will choose still. He will still choose Jacob. Right. In fact, the next part is who we will again still choose. Right. So and will this will be yet or still. Right. I'll put those both definitions and will choose still. Okay. Even after all, you know, I'm saying how we sinned against the Most High, and all these nations love to say that the children of Israel, the Most High was done with them, and now He's for everybody. The Bible says that the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will choose still. We are still the Most High's chosen people. Okay. And could you, how are we using the connectors on this phrase?
The I would have a singular connector, and the wa and da would be connected.
No sign Christ. Okay, so the I is singular, and the wa and da connect to make wad. All right, so I wad. Okay, perfect. All right, and then the next phrase right here. Okay, so it's a bit tricky to get them both on screen. All right, so right now the next word we're reading is this what I have highlighted right here. Could you read this for me, Ayala? Do you know how we pronounce this phrase, y'all?
Is it Yasha Allah?
By Yasha Allah. Perfect. All right. So Ba Yasha'Allah. Okay. Now, do you know what Yasha'Allah is?
Does it mean, is it he?
Just think of when you do your registry, right? You'd say Ayala Bath Banyamyan, meaning daughter of Benjamin. Then you'd say Bath Yasha'Allah, meaning daughter of
Yahweh.
Good, not quite. Not Yahweh. But this is the nation. All right, the nation of or like if you was to say the 12 tribes of
Israel.
Israel. All right, Yasha'Allah means Israel. Excellent. Okay. So right here we have Ba Yasha'Allah. All right, so Ba is a word which means in, on, or with. Okay. So in this case, Ba Yasha'Allah would be, you'd use this as on Israel. All right. So this phrase right here before it, we have Wabakar Iwad Ba Yasha'Allah, meaning the Most High will choose still on Israel. He's chosen, his choice is on Israel, right? Is on the children of Israel. Okay. For the connectors on this one, this is quite a tricky one. Okay, so I'm gonna just go through it with you. All right, for the Ba, so Ba is the preposition, so it's gonna be singular. All right, for the name Yasha'Allah. Okay, you have the Ya separately. You have Shah and the Ra joined together to make Shar, which means prince. Okay, so Shah means prince. And then you have Allah, which means power or God. Okay, so that's going to be two singular ones. All right, so Ba Yasha'Allah. Okay, Ba Yasha'Allah. Meaning on Israel. Let me pull these down a little bit. Pull all these down so we can see the connectors. All right, so far we have, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will choose still on Israel. Okay, that's what we have so far. All right, could you Kayala, could you give us the next hold on, the next phrase? Hold on, this is joined together right here. So Waha, see if I can get this down here. It's gonna mess up. All right, so just know that the first part we have the Wa and the Ha, which are prepositions, and then the last part of this word is this right here. Okay, so could you have a go at how we would pronounce this one?
Altogether or just this last word?
Altogether.
Wah. Waha Nayakam.
Waha Nayakam. Excellent. Right, so we have Wa and Ha, meaning and the. Okay, and then you have Nayakam. The ma at the end is like a possessive adjective meaning them. Well, not possessive adjective. It's more the I guess the subject pronoun, right? Like ham or han. Ham means them. Han means them if it's feminine, right? So in this case, we have and the something that, right? So this word nayak, it comes from this right here. It comes from this root word yanak, right? Yanak, which means, if I go into the biblical usage, means to rest or to cause to have rest, right? Or to give rest, basically, right? And will give them rest is how this would be defined, right? So he will have mercy on Jacob, will yet choose Israel, and hold on. So this would be like the translated. Let me see how it's translated over here, right? Hold on. Oh, and set. Okay, set is the word it's using here. Okay, so and set them, right? Like and rest them down. Okay, and set them. Okay. The click off here. The connectors on this one. How would we connect this one?
La and Ha each have their own connectors. Each have a singular connector. Na has a singular connector. Ya has a singular connector. And Ka and Ma go together.
Khan. That's correct. All right, perfect. So Waha Naya Kam.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
How do you know when you're supposed to use the apostrophe? Like why it can't be CHAAM?
Okay, so that one is based on the context of the word, right? So in this case, the it's talking about them, right? So this ma at the end is like how you'd use the what's the word? The subject pronoun ham, right? But it just shortened it and put the ma at the end, and it joins to the last one to kind of make that sound, right? It kind of already makes the sound of ham, right? Naya kam, right? It basically does that. The reason you don't have it kind of joined and use the apostrophe is because it's not part of the root word, right? It's basically added on as grammar, right? So that's where in this case, you know, again, there is no dashes or well, there is kind of dashes, right? But the way we're writing it in English, I mean, in the Hebrew, you know, there I suppose there wouldn't be that apostrophe point or the dashes, but it's how basically we do it in today to represent how we pronounce it. And the difference is in, again, joining a ka and a ma because it's the same word, and joining the ka and the ma because it's a grammar point, or it's a point of grammar, if that makes sense. All right, so that's where you'd use the apostrophe in this case because it's to mean them, right? Okay. All right, and let's get the next. All right, so the next part, while we yeah, I'm gonna show the pronunciation. All right, so Ayala, this next phrase right here is this right here. So from the I in the last, so I'll, and then all the way through to here. Okay, could you have a go at reading through this phrase? Now this one's a little tricky, so you can just take it part by part. All right, also Thawada to Tawbath, to choose. Yeah, Bakar means to choose.
Salakia, so where do I start?
So you're starting from this first part, which is pronounced I'll. Okay, so I'll, and then you read on through to here. Okay.
Okay. I'll Adamatham.
Adamatham. All right, perfect. Okay, so this is pronounced I'll Adamatham. Okay, so I'll Adamatham. Let me take this coming like the water. Okay, the word I'll means upon. Okay, so upon or on, right? So in this case, it's going to be on. Okay, then you have Adam or Adamath in this instance. Okay, Adamath means ground or land or earth, right? Like Adam. Adam's name means ground, right? All right, so Adamath would be land, and then the am at the end is again saying there. So this is a possessive adjective. Okay, so like we used the am at the end to say them, you can also use it to say there. Okay, it's like you can use ya at the end of a word to mean my, or it can mean me. Right, and it's depending on the context. So in this instance, I'll Adamatham means on or upon or in is how it's defined in English, but it'd be like set them on. Adam Atham would be their land. All right, so on their land. Put it in there. Okay. Al Adam Atham on their land. So that's where the children of Israel are being placed back. Okay. So I'm gonna go through the connectors on this one. Okay, so to make the word aisle, Ayala, do you know what we would do with the connectors here? So with these two letters, what connector are we using?
You will do the joining one.
Absolutely correct. You would join these together, right? So the I and the La join together and it makes aisle. Okay, well done. All right, so aisle, and then I'll go through the rest. So you have A, Da, Math. All right, so it would hold on. It would usually be Adamath, right? So A, Da, and then Math. But because you have this Ma at the end to mean there, the way it ends up being, I'm gonna copy these two over. It ends up being A, Da. Let me zoom in here. All right, so A, Da, and then because the Tha is basically almost stolen from this Ma here, you add the singular Ma here and join the last two to make that Tham sound, right? So Adamatham, okay? That's how it would join together with the Ma at the end, right? It would usually be Adamath. In that case, you would join the Ma and the Tha together, right? But when you have that Ma at the end that takes over the last letter, all right? It joins now with that, okay? So on their land, right? So he will set them on their land, right? Set the children of Israel in their own land, okay? Now we have, what we have here, right? We are on this part, okay? So the Khayala, we are on this part right here. How would you pronounce this?
Wa Nalawa.
Wa Nalawa, perfect. All right, so Wa Nalawa. So Wa, of course, means and Nalawa, if you go into it, this word Lawa means to join, right? To join, Salakia, right? Now this word is where, the tribe of Levi, right? Tribe of Levi means join to me, and it's Lawaya, right? That comes from the word Lawa, which means to join. Okay, so and will join, or really and join. Set them in their land and join. Okay, so that's Wa Nalawa. Okay, with the connectors, I'll just go through it. Matter of fact, how would we do the connectors on this one?
Wa would have a singular connector.
Mm-hmm.
Na and La would also have singular connectors.
Mm-hmm.
And then Wa and Ha would be connected.
That's correct. All right, so Y singular, that's the preposition. And then Na, La, and then the Wa and Ha is joined together. Okay, perfect. So Wa, Na, La, Wa. Okay. Then we have this next phrase. Okay, this next phrase, Ayala, I'm gonna have you read, is this part right here. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is kind of for time's sake as well, I'm just gonna add the connectors on. Okay, so the way you pronounce this, and then I'm gonna have you read the Hebrew instead of going back and forth. Okay, this word would be pronounced like this. Okay, so how would you pronounce this phrase in Hebrew, Ayala? Push this up a little bit. So, So I can keep covering the thing by it's like it. All right, how would you pronounce this this phrase in Hebrew right here? Also, shalom to the sister Nashamar. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shamar. Allah Thabah Shem Yoshai. It's like a Nashamar. Shalom, sis. Long chorus. All right. So how would we pronounce this phrase right here? Grab this. Do you know what letters we have here?
La.
Okay, no sweat. The letters we have right here, so this first one is a ha. All right, this first one is ha. The second letter is ga. And this third one is ra. All right, so ha, ga, and ra. But of course, you're going to use the connectors. And how would you make that word?
Is it ha gara?
So those are the letters, right? But you can see with the connectors right here, the ga and the ra are what?
So would it turn into gra?
Not gra, but gar, right? When you join a ga and a ra, it becomes gar, right? So how would you pronounce this full phrase? So you have this last part is gar, and the first part is what?
Hagar.
Hagar. Perfect. You pronounce this as Hagar. Okay, and this means, so ha is a preposition meaning the. Oh, let me click off. Damn, select. Hold on. I clicked the wrong thing. Go back. Hold on one moment. Select here. Technical difficulties. All right, so Hagar is the phrase, right? You can look over here, and I'll break it down over here while this is loading. Ha is a preposition meaning the. Gar is a word which means strangers. Like if you go into this word right here. All right, I'm going to it. Let me zoom out a little bit on this one. See if it just shows the definition. Also, I'll click. All right, so gar is a word which means a sojourner or a temporary inhabitant, okay, or a stranger, a foreigner, okay. So and jump to them, the strangers, okay, the foreigners. All right, so the nations that are foreign to Israel. Okay. Just figure out where it goes back in. It was right here, right? While it loads in. Okay, so the strangers. Okay, so we're joining, the Most High will join the strangers. Okay. So I need to get this thing, huh? All right, let me pull this down a little bit. And the others. So we have space. All right. So enjoying the strangers. This next part, I'm gonna put the connectors on. Okay. We got bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, and bada bing, bada boom. Kyla, how do we pronounce this phrase? While you do that, hold on. We need the other connectors.
Al Yaham.
Al Yaham. Okay, Al Yaham. right? So I'll is a word or a kind of a preposition which means unto or on or above, right? So it'll be unto or upon. Let me see how it's defined over here. I can scroll up. Boom. All right, so join the strangers. And here it uses with, but this I'll would more mean, well, you could use upon. It's like upon, over, on, with, against. It's like you're leaning something against the wall. Right? You basically putting it on. So I'm gonna use on. All right, and then Yaham, the ham at the end. So Yah is almost like a kind of a connector to connect the first part and the second part. All right, the ham at the end means them. All right, so join the strangers on or with. Suppose I'll just put it as with. All right, with them. All right, that's what Al Yaham is defined as. Okay, let's see who. All right. Hey, shalom to the young man. How about Shmi al Shabrakata? Screen tweaking out a little bit. 1 second. All right. Hey, shalom to the young man. Can you hear me?
Con, sir, can you hear me?
Con, I can hear you now. I'm most fine, Christ.
Shalom.
Okay, so what? Mm-hmm. So go ahead, sir.
Y'all shot Brakatham. Brakatha.
Yeah, Shmi al Shabrakata. All right. So what we're doing right now is we're going through and translating Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1 to 3. Okay, so far we've read Kaya, Yarakam, Yahweh, Af, Yaikwab. Like, yeah, I'm getting a bit of a feedback loop from the for yourself. It might be it might just be a little issue, but yeah, if you need to say anything or ask a question, by all means unmute your mic. All right, select the water. All right, so Kaya, Yarakam, Yahweh, Af, Yaikwab, Wabakar, Iwad, Baya Sha'ala, Waha, Nayakam, Ail, Adamath, Wa Nalawa, Hagar, Al Yaham. That's what we've read so far, which means for he will have mercy, or for the Lord will have mercy, right? So really, I should join these two phrases together, right? So Yarakam Yahweh means the Lord will have mercy. And I'll just do it that way. Delete this one. Let me all right, move. All right, and then that whole phrase right here, Yarakam Yahweh, means the Lord will have mercy. All right, then you have Af Yaikwab, so he's having mercy on Jacob. This Af lets you know what the verb applies to. So who is the mercy applying to? It applies to Yaikwab, Jacob. All right, Wabakar, and choose, Iwad, still or yet, by Yasha'ala, meaning on Israel or with Israel. He'll still choose Israel. All right, then you have Wa Hana Yakam, meaning and, set. So Nayak comes from a word which means to set or to rest down. This ma at the end means then. So and set them. I'll Adamatham. So I'll is upon or on. Adamath would be land, and then that ma at the end. So Adamatham is their land, right? The same way it means they, just in the phrase prior, it can mean there, right? Depending on the context. And you have wa, nalawa, comes from the word nala, meaning to join. Not nala, sorry, lawa, meaning to join, which is the same word that the tribe of Levi, lawaya, that's where that word comes from. All right, meaning join. His name means join to me. All right, it comes from the word lawa, meaning to join. We have Hagar. Ha is there. Gar is a stranger or a foreigner or a sojourner. Okay, we have Al Yaham, meaning Al means upon or against or above. And in this context, it's going to be join with them, right? Or join against them, right? Like you put something, you might lean something against something. Okay, and then we over right here. Okay, so this one is going to be wa. I'm not gonna give away how it's going to be pronounced. I'm just going to put the connectors on there. So wa over here, and the last one here, and this one here. All right. So to the young man, how would we pronounce this phrase right here? This next one here. Oops, so okay. I think he might have disconnected or something. It's like, are you back? Nah, I think he fell off. I no sweat. Well, I'm gonna pass. Who just did the last one? Was it?
I think I did.
Yeah. Hold on. He back. Hold on. All right, select you. All right, to the young man. How would you pronounce this phrase right here?
Wanasapawa. Wanasapawa.
Yeah, so wa nasapakwa. All right, nasapakwa. You want to make sure you pronounce that ka. It's still it's not a ha sound. It's still the ka, right? So wa nasapakwa. Okay, so we have, of course, wa meaning and. Right, then na sapak. Right, the root word here is sapak, meaning it's kind of defined right here, but we'll go into it. It means to cleave, right, to attach or to join, to attach yourself. All right, so and is defined as cleave, and they will cleave. And they shall cleave. Okay. Then we have the next phrase, which I'm going to give to Ayala. How would we pronounce this phrase right here?
I'll
That first letter is the letter ba in the second part.
Is so like you said, is it bow?
Right.
So that would be ba. Okay. Ba ya. I'll buy a.
Could you say it again? It's like it cut out for a second.
I'll buy a fa.
Very good. So those are the letters, right? So I'll, and then the second part, the letters are ba, ya, and tha, right? You can see with the second part, the ya and the tha are joined together. So what sound would that make?
Would it be by fa?
So instead of being like with these last two letters, instead of them being ya and tha, because they're joined together, they make yath, right? So you would pronounce that as yath. Okay. Does that make sense?
Con.
Okay, so how would you pronounce that full phrase with that last part as yath?
I'll bayath.
I'll bayath. Absolutely perfect. Well done. Okay, so I'll bayath. So I'll is again a phrase which means upon, with, you know what I'm saying, or on. So we'll put on or unto. And then bayath is a word which means house. So unto the house. And then this last word is a word we've already been through, but Kyla, how do we pronounce this?
Yaikwab.
Yeah, Iquab, right? So yeah, Iquab, bada bing, bada boom, which means like, yeah, Iquab is how you pronounce it. It means Jacob. All right, so unto the house, and then there's no Hebrew word for of, right? But it would be of Jacob. Okay. No sign of Christ. So this full verse 1, we have Kaya, Yarakam, Yahweh, Ath, Yaiquab, it's like your Wabakar, Iwad, Bayasha'ala, Waha, Nayakam, I'il Adamatha, it's like your Al Adamatham, Wa Nalawa, Hagar, Al Yaham, Wanasa Pakwa, Wanasa Pakwa, I'il Bayath Yaiquab. All right, so cleave unto the house of Jacob. Okay, excellent. All right, what we're gonna do now, I'll probably, let's see where we're at. It's 8:20. All right, let me see. Do y'all want to do another verse, or do y'all want to go into vocabulary? We'll do that for about half an hour. What do y'all want to do? I'll leave it to y'all. Vote.
I prefer vocabulary.
Vocabulary, okay.
Can we
Kayla,
do
Yella?
vocabulary?
Okay. Kayla?
I was gonna say another verse, but I'm outnumbered.
Yeah, bro, it's tough out here, man. No sweat. No sweat. I will say up and do the vocabulary. Okay. So let me get what I'm gonna do real quick. I run a quick track. If anybody, oh yeah, even the comments is saying vocab, so like it. Like, you outnumbered bad, man. No sweat, no sweat. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run a quick track, probably like 3 minutes. When we come back, we'll go through the vocabulary. All right. If you want to go, you know what I'm saying, get a little bite to eat or just stretch your legs, walk around, get something to drink, you know, by all means do so. We're gonna run a quick track. All right. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bing, bing. Hold on. Let's do this.
Pando killed the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans getting locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died, y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew, you a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum, a gun die or die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth, I had to make it clear. How Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947, your menorah got 9 sticks, it's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world, Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs. Bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. UPK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard and they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he get them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ, they the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas, they a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth, niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4, I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Like, he got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
All right, both side Christ, both side Christ. All right, let's get back to it. I see you breaking the move, y'all. I see you getting down. Most side Christ. That's that UPK music. It do it to you. I feel you. All right, no sweat. We're gonna get back into it. Let's go ahead and share the vocab. Bada bing, bada boom. Share my screen and entire screen. All right, let's go. So we're reading from Leviticus chapter 11 and 42. That's where tomorrow's Sabbath service verses are going to start. Okay, so the first word we have is the word cow. Can anybody tell me what the word cow means?
Salakia, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That means all.
Mm-hmm. It means all or every. Like everything that's about to follow means everything of that category. Okay, so this next word we have hawalak. All right, hawalak. Let's go into this word. All right, so ha. All right, ha. So really the root word here is halak. Okay, halak, which means to walk. All right, to walk, to go. Like if you're saying I'm going to the store, I'm going to bed, or I'm going to your friend's house, you will use the word halak, which generally means to go or to walk somewhere. Okay, now you don't have to walk, but if you're saying you're going, you'll use halak typically. All right, to walk or to go. Okay, and then hawalak, so that wa in between the between the first and second letter makes it present tense, right? So it's really the word walking or walks, right? So all things that walk in the present tense. So all thing that walks, or it's defined as here as whatever crawls. And the reason it's going to use the word crawl is because of what follows, right? So we have aisle right here. So this is where we came across a good number of times reading through the verse. Again, it's like a preposition, which means on, upon. So it's like on, upon, against, concerning, because of, by, beside, but it's most commonly defined as on, above, or upon, right? So I'll leave it as upon. Really, on and upon are the same word. So upon or over is a more common definitions. It can also mean like against or with, right? You can see, hold on, against. I'll put against in there too. Put against in there too, since it is a very common definition right here. Okay, so upon, over, or against. Okay, let's add that to the vocab. All right, and then we have right here gakawan. Gakawan, which is the belly or your abdomen. Okay, so gakawan. Well, hold on, let's see where it originates from. Gayak, gawak, gakawan. Yeah, I'm gonna do this as gakawan. Gakawan. Gakawan, which means belly or abdomen, which is basically your belly area. Abdomen. All right, so if something is walking on its belly, it's crawling. Like this includes things like, you know, a snake. A snake crawls on its belly. It goes about on its belly. This includes things like lizards. They crawl in their belly, and crocodiles and alligators, reptiles. These things crawl on their belly. They're real low to the ground. They're designed that way. Okay, so gakawan is belly. And then you have wakal. So again, and all things. So let me put it's like this. I did it wrong there. All right. Preposition. I only like spelling this word once. I don't like spelling it once. Wa as a preposition, of course, means and. So wakal is and all. Hawalak, all that goes or all that walks. Aisle, Arabai. All right, so Arabai is a word which is a number, meaning 4. All right, so Arabai is the number 4. Okay, so all the walks on 4s, right? We eyed. Eyed is a word which typically would be as until. Okay, so until. Let me get this word. Eyed typically means until, or you could use it as, let me see, forever, which is used with something else, like until, you know, whatever, waiting a long time. Okay, so let me see, as far as, or even up to, or up to. You see how it's used in the verse, right? So so it'd be even, it'd be like really even up to, or I guess up to 4 legs. So I guess that's probably with the Arabai, right? But I'd itself typically will be used to say until, okay, or until or up to, okay. And then you have cow, you have maraba. All right, so maraba, and hold on, let's see. I see the sister Olivia Arnold checking in as well. Shalom says, Yahweh Shema Bashim Yahweh Shai. Shout out to yourself, your husband, Southern Cali. I know sign chorus. All right, so we have Rabbah, which means to, okay. So, okay, the Eid is until or up to. You have, it says cow and then marabah. All right, so Rabbah is the root here, meaning to increase or multiply, right? So really you're talking about multiple legs. This is things like your insects, like How many legs does like a spider has what? 8 legs. A millipede has what? 1,000. A centipede is 100. All those things walk on many legs, right? So many feet, right? So regalium right here. So also in Maraba, you have the preposition ma, which means of or from. All right. So of multiple, and then feet, regal. So regal means foot. Regalium would be the plural, right? So feet. Okay. Then you have whatever has many feet. La as a preposition means 2 or 4. Kal again is all or every. Then you have harataza. Okay, harataza. It's like a hasharataza. Okay. So hasharataza is a swarming thing or a creeping thing. So these are your bugs, right? A swarm meaning a mass of small creatures, like a army of ants, or like a swarm of flies, or whatever. It's a bunch of insects. Okay, so your what they call sharataza, yeah, rataza, and that will come from. So even you know the word. Hold on, let me see where this comes from. Right, sharataza, because that sounds a lot like the word arataza, which who knows what arataza means? You can tell me. Arataza. Let's spell this all wrong. Sharataza. Does anybody know what arataza means? Grouping things, or swarming things, insects. Okay, the word arataza means earth, right? So sharataza is those things that creep upon the earth. It's the things that are close to the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like those little bugs, right? Insects. Right? Ain't nothing closer to the earth than an insect. They right on there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tarabath, but it earth, right? Arataza means earth. All right. So you have sharataza, which then means creeping things or insects. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put this. Might as well put arataza right here. That's like it. Arataza means earth or land. Okay. Then you have harataza as a noun. Then you have hasharataza. I keep getting this wrong. Hasharataza as a noun. Then you have hasharataza as a verb, right? So sharataza, I'll put this right here as a noun. It means the creeping things or insects, I should say. And then let me also like copy it here, and as a verb, it would be to creep, right? So go into this one, right? The verb to swarm, to team, to multiply. Okay, so to swarm, to wriggle, to creep, right? So let me put it as to swarm or to team. Let me go into the definition of team. Team definition. Like if something is teeming with anything, something is right in the context. If something is teeming with insects, it's swarming, right? These insects are small, but they're big in number, right? So to swarm, team is basically the same thing. I'm gonna put also in this definition to crawl. Okay, that's how it's defined in this verse. Right, to the swarming things which swarm, I suppose, right, on the earth. So these are things which, you know, not necessarily flying, they're crawling on the earth. Right, those bugs. Right, to swarm or creep. I don't know if I want to put creep. Let's define right here is creep. I'll leave it there. All right, shalom also to, who else we got in here? All right. Exactly. Nashama said the centipede has many feet. Exactly. So like the centipede, the millipede, the beetles, right? Beetles and spiders, all these things that have many legs, many feet, and they creep on the earth.
Oh, scorpions one.
Scorpions are a perfect example, right? Scorpions have 6 legs, I believe, right?
8.
They have 8 legs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good night. Yeah, that certainly counts. Those are unclean. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we about to get into it, right? What about these things that have all these legs or that crawl on their belly, like those reptiles, right? Yeah, even the next hit word here, ha aratiza, the earth. So we had it over there already. Okay, then we have la'ah, which means no or not. Okay, then you have tha akalwan, right? Akal, yeah, tha akalwan. Okay, the tha is a preposition. Oh, no, not shiratzas are noun. Hold on, copy this back. So I'm not typing this word out again. I'll be done. All right, so tha as a preposition means thou or thee, right? Something you will do, right? And then akal, you can tell me what akal means. All right, akal.
Salakia. Eat.
To eat. All right, akal means to eat. Okay. So so la'a fa'akalwan means that you shouldn't eat them, right? You can't eat them. These things, these creeping things that crawl in their belly like a reptile, like a snake or a crocodile or alligator, or these things that are real just low to the ground and creeping, crawling on their belly. You can't eat those things. You can't eat all them bugs and creeping things with all them legs. Go ahead.
I thought we were allowed to eat grasshoppers.
Grasshoppers or I believe it's what is it? Locusts? Not is it locust? Hold on.
Family, I believe.
Say again.
I believe they're in the same family. The difference
Yeah,
between
like
them is they
crickets,
change.
locusts. I think there's specific bugs that are described as clean. If it's a specific thing that's described, let me get Leviticus chapter 11, where it goes into the dietary law. We'll just get it real quick. All right, hold on. Bada bing, bada boom. We're in the flying things, creep, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so right here, Leviticus 11 and 22. All right, so 21. Yet these may you eat of every flying, creeping thing that goes upon all 4, which have legs above their feet to leap withal upon the earth. Even these of them ye may eat, the locust after his kind, right? And the bold locust after his kind, and the beetle after his kind. So you can actually eat beetles, okay? If you want to. If you're in a dire situation, there's a bunch of beetles, I guess you can Hakuna Matata, eat some beetles and locusts and get down. Me personally, I'll stick to beef and lamb and chicken. But if that's how you want to get down, they clean. You may eat the locust after their kind. You may eat the boiled locust, the beetle, and the grasshopper after this kind. But all those other bugs, don't go around eating spiders. Don't go around eating scorpions. Do not go around eating damn cockroaches. Don't do it. It's nasty work. Don't be like them Moabites and the Chinese and the Japanese. Don't, they eat everything. But yes, you can eat the grasshopper, the locust. That will involve like the cricket. I don't know if that's a type of locust or type of grasshopper, whatever. That'll be defined in there, right? You can basically look up if they're closely related. Now, the same way we went over in the dietary law with Captain Karate yesterday, you can't eat duck or geese because it's in the family of swans. And the Bible says you can't eat the swan, like right here. Can't eat those things. All right. So where we at?
Yesterday's class.
Yeah, yesterday's class. Exactly. You remember when we learned that, Yella?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can only eat stuff and things in its family.
Exactly. So you can only eat the things that are defined in the dietary law that you can eat. All right. So all those things where it says you can't eat, it says the swan and the kite and after their kind, and so on and so forth, you can't eat. If you can't eat a swan, by extension, you can't eat a goose, you can't eat a duck, are all in the same family. All right. Well done, Yella. All right. Also, shalom to the sister Kwamai Da. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shema Ataba Shemiel Shai. Of course, as always, she stayed her registry. Get her coming up. Kwamai Da, Bath Yahweh, Bath Yashala. Sign Christ. All right. What else we got? Any comments I've missed? All right. Yeah, no sweat. Okay. All right. What else we got? Where was that? Yeah, you shouldn't eat. And then you have kaya. So kaya is a word. Again, we went over this earlier. It means for, or in modern English, because. All right. Then you have shakwataza. All right. So shakwataza is an abomination. All right. So shakwataza is an abomination. Right? Like swine. Swine is an abomination. It's something the Most High hates. It's filthy. All these different things, detestable, abhorrent, filth, disgusting, nasty work. Those things are abominations. All right. So I'm gonna put abomination or detestable thing. I mean, I think abomination is fine. I think we all know what an abomination is. All right. If anybody doesn't, just let me know. I'll let you know tons of things that are abomination. Like homosexuality is an abomination. Guerrilla Hebrew is an abomination. I'll let you know a ton of different things that are abominations to the Most High. All right, just let me know. I'll do it. All right. Then you have Ham. All right, Ham, which means they. All right, they, them, or their. All right, that's the only they, them I want to see. That other stuff is an abomination. It's a shakwataza. All right, if you understand. I pray everybody understands. All right, verse 43. I'll be playing around, yo. All right, verse 43. We have al. All right, so al, when it's joined with something. So when joined with another word, means unto. All right, unto. There's instances where al, if it's not joined with something, can actually mean the same as la'a. Right? So you want to be aware of something, make sure you know what al is being used. Select here. All right. So al fa shakwatazawa. So you shall not make abominable. Ath and then napashath yakam. Okay. So napash is a word. Okay, hold on. So the tha again means thou. Shakwataza in this instance is used as a verb. So again, shakwataza as a noun. So let me put this here as a noun means abomination. You also copy this and do it as a verb. Right, come on. As a verb, it will mean to make abominable. All right, if we go into it, to detest or to abhor. So it's to hate something. All right, to select here. Detest or basically means to hate. Let's see, hold on one second. To be filthy or to hate something as filthy. Okay, so I'm gonna put to detest, which is another word for a strong hatred for something. Like if you detest something, you don't even want to see it. It's disgusting to you. Okay, or to make detestable or to make an abomination, which is what I'm going to use here. Okay, and it says you shall not make an abomination. This ath again doesn't have a translation, but lets you know what the verb applies to. So what shouldn't we make an abomination? we have right here Napashath Yakam, right? Napashath Yakam. Okay, so Napash, which is the root word here. Napash means soul, right? You go into it. Napash is a soul or a living person or individual, right? Like your souls and all the souls that came up from Egypt and so on and so forth. All right, soul or individual. And that's basically you using the word soul to describe a person, right? Napash, okay? And then Napashath Yakam, this kam at the end means your, right? So your souls, the souls of you all. Okay, you shouldn't make abominable. All right. Bakal. Again, you have ba. Let me copy that preposition before I paste it. I know what's gonna happen. All right, ba preposition means in, on, or with. Okay, so with all sharataza. All right, so with any creeping thing that creeps upon the earth, and you shouldn't. All right, so basically it's saying you shouldn't make yourself abominable. You shouldn't pollute yourself with any creeping thing that crawls on the earth, right? Anything that's not what you can eat. It's not a locust or a bald locust or a grasshopper or a beetle. You shouldn't make yourself abominable with any of those other creeping things, right? And then it says, and, wala'a, so and, not, then tha tama'a. All right, so tha again, meaning you, and then tama'a is a verb which means to be unclean or to defile. All right, so and you shouldn't defile yourself, or shouldn't pollute yourself, or shouldn't make yourself unclean. Okay, so what was it? Tama'a. All right, tama'a is a word which means to defile. All right, to defile, to be foul, to pollute was defined as here. Yeah, defiled or to be unclean or to make yourself unclean. All right, to defile or be unclean. Okay. All right, you shouldn't make yourself unclean. Baham again with them. Okay. So bah means in, on, or with. Right. Damne is similar to I'll as a preposition, how it was used before. Right, which again can mean on, or in some context with or against. Ba is like that same concept. Okay. Then you have wa na ta tham. Hold on. It's like wa na tamatham. Right. So again, this is going to be the root tama or tama. Right. Hold on 1 second. This other word, was it tama or tama'a? Am I tripping? Yeah, tama'a right here. Yeah, tama'a. Or you have tama, which basically means the same thing, right? Tama, to defile, to I guess stupid. I guess. You shouldn't. This word is a verb only. Okay. Interesting. All right. So again, I guess tama'a means to defile. Tama means be defiled. All right, so this is something that I suppose is happening to you. Right, you're becoming unclean. Okay. And then, right, so ba'am. Okay. We at 8:50. Is this a short verse? I think we can go through this verse quickly. All right. Kaya, for or because. You have anya, right? Anya. It's like, yeah, anya. Who knows what anya means? You can tell me. You don't know Yahweh, the Lord's name.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
I.
Anya is the formal way of saying I or I am. Okay. Like if you're gonna say I am walking, it'll be Anya Hawalak. right? I am eating, and Ya awakal. That's how you'd say I. All right, so the Most High stand for I am Yahweh. I am the Lord. Allah Yakam, your God. All right, so the root word here is Allah. Let me see. Allah Hayam. Oh, yeah, Allah Hayam. Is it? Hold on. This word I've seen something recently. I don't know if it's Allah Hayam or Allah Yam. Elohim. Let's see. Plural of Allah or Allah. I think this word is actually pronounced Alayam or Alayam. Let me see. We've actually seen recently, Officer Hazahab. I'll do this one as Allah, the root Alayam, which is powers, angels. It can be gods in the lowercase, not the Most High, but God is in a power. Hold on. God, powers to refer to the angels. All right, it can be messenger. All right, so on and so. No, hold on. That's not there. So on and so forth. That's fine. All right, so Allah Yakam is your God or your power. Okay. Hey, good night. Okay, this one of doozy. All right, let me see. Let me prep this one. All right, so Waha. Oh, it's not even that bad. It's not that bad, yo. Waha Qadash. Waha. So hold on. It's like I spoke too soon. Waha Qadashatham. Okay, so the root word here is of course going to be Qadash. All right. So again, so Waha will be and the. I think we have those prepositions already. Fa is you. Qadash means holy or to make holy. So in this case, it's the verb, right? To consecrate, to sanctify, to make holy. Okay, so I'm gonna put to make holy. All right, that's gonna be the simple one because we all know Qadash means holy or separate. All right, so to make holy, this is Qadash is a, again, I suppose I should specify as a verb. Right, Qadash is a noun. I mean, this is Qadash as an adjective, right? So on and so forth. All right, Qadashatham, so sanctify yourselves or make yourselves holy. All right, Waha Yayatham. All right, this will come from the word Haya, which means to be or become. All right, Haya, to be or become. Then you have Qadashium, right? Qadashium. You can tell me why Qadashium is plural. Let's see who knows about Hebrew grammar. You could tell me the reason why this Qadash, this Qadashium, is plural. So this is Qadash as an adjective, of course, it means holy. If you had Qadash as a noun, it means holy thing, right? I think we get the point. But you can tell me why Qadash is pluralized. All right. This is a bit of grammar about adjectives in Hebrew.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
It's pertaining to more than one person. It's a group of people.
Absolutely correct. Well done. Most High Christ. All right. The reason why the adjective is plural is because the adjective has to match in both what's the word? I guess masculine and feminine. It has to match the type of person we're talking about, whether it's masculine or feminine, and the number. If you talk about one person, one male, you would use Qadash. If you talk about one female, Qadashah. If you talk about multiple men being holy or a nation, men and women, in that case, it defaults to the masculine, Qadash Yam. If it's holy women, you're describing all these women as holy, Qadash Wath. It has to, the adjective has to agree in number and I forget what the in gender and number. That's the word. It has to agree in gender and number with the noun that it's talking about. All right. If everyone understands. Well done, Kayla. All right. So then you have Kaya, Qadash, and Ya. All right. For I am holy. Okay. This one, you know, you'd go into this Qadash. Yeah, this will come from the root Qadash. I believe that why is just something the from the same as Qadash. It's something the Jews might add it to make that O sound. He pronounces Kadosh because he's an effing moron. Right? But that, you know, that's besides the point. All right, and Ya, Wala'a, Fa, Tama'a, we already have that as Tama'a means to make unclean or to defile. Ath, Napashathiakam, your souls. All right, so you shouldn't defile your souls. Bakal with any creep. Have we done this part already? Creeping thing. I guess it just reiterates. It just reiterates, don't make yourself unclean with the creeping things that creep on the earth. All right, and I think we're good. All right, that's verse 44. What time we on? Yeah, we bang on time. All right, with that, we'll leave this up in case anybody's still writing anything down. This over here. Hold on. I can never get this thing off the screen. All right. But if we're good to go, whenever you're ready, young man, I'm going to pass the over to yourself to close out with these salutes for us, Baba Kushar.
Khan, sir. Men of Israel.
You're going to say, I Madiam.
I Madiam. Men of Israel, I Madiam.
I Madiam, which means stand.
Which means to stand.
Mm-hmm.
I Madiam Matah.
I Madiam Shabbath. Oh, damn. Brother chopped off. Damn, that's a rough one. All right, no sweat. All right, I'll do it for now with the as it comes on. All right, so I'm gonna salute the brothers. I'm Madiam Shabbath. I'm Madiam Barak. Hold on, you back? All right. So if you salute the teacher,
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Barakatam. All right. Then Yad Yam Matah, which means hands down. Okay, take it away. So we're saluting the sisters now. All right, so sisters, I'm Madian, which means to stand. All right, go ahead, young man. So you're going to say, I'm Madian.
I'm Madiam Salakia.
No sweat. I'm Madiam Shabbat.
I'm Madiam Shabbat.
I'm Madiam.
I'm Madiam
Barak.
Barak.
Salute the sisters. Yahweh Shema Alatham B'Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shema Alatham B'Hashem Yahweh Shai.
No sign of Christ. Yad Yamata.
Dismissed.
Class dismissed. No sign of Christ. All right. So water for y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed this class. We'll be back up next week for part 2, going through more of those verses. I hope to see y'all next week. Shalom. Go ahead.
One question. Can a Hebrew word have multiple meanings?
I'm playing with you. Kind of a Hebrew word kind of multiple meanings.
Concert.
All right, class dismissed, y'all. Shalom. Okay. Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one west. They're one west. They're one west.